morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are you doing today? How are you doing today? How has been trading? I hope it's been profitable. You're welcome to today's live session. You're welcome. You're welcome. I believe you can hear me. How is the sound? Am I audible? If you can hear me, I want to see your comments. Good morning. Good morning. Sorry, I'm a little bit late. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Good morning, Samuel. Good morning, Mr. Joseph. Good morning. How is the sound? How is the sound? Can you guys hear me clearly? It's very important that you hear me. Can you guys hear me clearly? Can you hear me clearly? Okay, so today is Thursday, August 8th, and we are expecting a major news from the United States by 1:30 p.m. Unemployment claims will be released by 1:30 p.m. and as you can see, the previous data was 249K and the forecast is 241. So they're expecting, is that a decrease? Yeah, unemployment claims. So if the actual is less than the forecast, that will be negative for the dollar, and if it is positive, if it is higher than the forecast, that will be positive for the dollar. Okay, so we'll wait for the major news to be released for us to know which direction to follow. But if you have a good technical setup, if your technical setup shows up before the major news is released, I do advise that you execute the trade and ensure that your stop loss doesn't go below 50 pips. Your stop loss shouldn't be below 50 pips. It shouldn't go below 50 pips if you're executing a trade before the major news is released. I hope you get that. I hope that is clear. Okay, so let's go to the chart. If you have any pair you want me to analyze, please drop it in the comment section. If there's any pair you want me to analyze, if you have any question, please drop it in the comment section. So we'll start with gold. Let's start with gold. My bias on gold since Monday has been, it's been bullish, and I shared with you guys where I expect gold to pull back to. I expected gold to pull back to a discount level, which it has done. This is the first time it came back to the discount area, and this is the second time. So this is the first opportunity to buy gold, and you had another opportunity to buy gold from this point. Okay, so at the moment gold is bullish at the moment, but I wouldn't advise that you buy gold from the current market price. It is very risky. This is where you ought to have entered buy on gold. If you had missed this first opportunity, this was another opportunity. You can see immediately this candlestick closed as a spinning bottom. After the close of this spinning bottom, all you would have done was to go down to 1 hour time frame and 15 minutes time frame. If we go down to 1 hour time frame and we're able to identify a bullish reversal pattern or a break of resistance on 1 hour time frame or 15 minutes, then we could go bullish on H4. I hope you're getting me. After the close of this spinning bottom, you would also notice that this spinning bottom, you can see it formed at a previous support level. Can you see that? It formed at a previous, you can see it formed at a previous support level. Can you see this? It formed at a previous support level. Okay, so there's a strong rejection from that level and a spinning top formed at that area. So let's go down to 4 hour. Let's see the pattern that formed on 1 hour. Okay, so you can see the pattern that formed on 1 hour. We had a bullish reversal pattern on 1 hour. Can you see this? This is a spinning bottom, a bullish spinning bottom. If we're just focused on 1 hour time frame, if 1 hour time frame was the only time frame on the chart, we would have executed buy after the formation of this spinning bottom. Spinning bottom indicates change in trend from bearish to bullish. So we would have entered buy after the formation of this spinning bottom. So at the time that 4 hour spinning top formed, this is where price was on 1 hour. The market was trading at this price. So would have entered buy from this point. So on gold, this would have been the best entry level or entry price for gold. Now the market is trading, the entry price would have been 2384, 848, then 962. That's about 962 from 848. That's about 120 pip. 120 pip from that level. So if you are entering a buy from the current market price, yes, price might just keep going up from the current market price, but the risk you would be taking will be very high. Okay, so I would advise that if you want to buy gold today, wait for price to pull back to a discount area. Wait for price to pull back to a discount area. Just apply your Fibonacci from this swing low to this swing high. Okay, wait for price to pull back to a discount area before you buy. That's my take on gold. I can't buy gold from the current market price. It is very risky for me. So I would suggest you patiently wait for price to pull back. As you can see, price is currently at a resistance level. Can you see it here? Price is currently at a resistance level, and that's what is holding price right now. That's the reason for the rejection at this point. This resistance is the reason for the rejection at this point. Okay, so I would suggest you wait for price to pull back to this area before you buy gold. I hope that is clear. I hope that is clear. If there's any pair you want me to analyze, you want us to look together, please drop it in the comment section. If you have any question, please drop it in the comment section. Okay. Are you with me? Are you with me? Can you guys hear me? I want to see your comments. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Are you still with me? Are you still here? I'm not seeing your comments. I'm not seeing your comments. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, let's move to the next pair. Let's look at GBP USD. I want to believe you guys can hear me. I want to believe you guys can hear me. So let's start with the daily time frame. You can see GBP USD on 1 hour time frame. It has been in a range. You can see it has been in a range, and that's because of the major news that will be released today. That's because of the major news, that unemployment claims that will be released today. That's the reason GBP USD had been in a range for since the 6th of August. I think that's 2 days ago. It has been in a range. So we should be expecting a breakout from the resistance or from the support. Okay, we should expect a breakout from the resistance or from the support. Okay, so as it is right now, we would have to wait for that major news to be released. That is what the market is waiting for right now. Okay, that is what the market is waiting for. That is what the institutions are waiting for. That is what most traders are waiting for. Okay, so let's start with the daily. Let's see the pattern we have on the daily. Now on the daily, if we go by what we have on the daily, what we have here is a bullish reversal pattern. If today candle closes bullish, then we should expect more bullish move on GBP USD tomorrow. Today is Thursday. Okay, after the news is released, if this support is not broken, then we should expect more bullish move on GBP USD. If this support still holds after the news has been released, then we should go bullish on GBP USD. As you can see, yesterday candle closed as should we call this an inverted hammer, or we call it a doji? Okay, both doji and inverted hammer indicate change in trend from bearish to bullish. So yesterday candle closed as, let me call it an inverted hammer. Okay, now after the close of the inverted hammer on the daily time frame, what pattern do we have on 4 hour? Let's go down to 4 hour. Let's see the pattern that formed on 4 hour after the close of this inverted hammer on daily. Let's see 4 hour. Okay, so 6 candles on 4 hour time frame makes up 1 candle on the daily time frame. So this was the last candle for yesterday market. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is first candle for yesterday market. Okay, so you can see a resistance was created yesterday. This was the resistance for yesterday market. Okay, so we should be considering buying if this resistance is broken. We should consider buying if this resistance is broken. If we go by the setup we have on the daily, we should be looking for buy opportunity. Okay, so for us to buy, we need to wait for a candle to close above this high. And if the news comes out, if it is negative for the dollar, we expect bullish GBP USD. GBP USD will be bullish. But before we jump in and buy, I would suggest we wait for this resistance to be broken. Wait for a 1 hour candle to close above that resistance, or a 4 hour candle to close above that resistance before you buy. I hope that is clear. That is my take on GBP USD. I don't have any trade on GBP USD right now because the setup is not clear. Okay, the setup is not clear. GBP USD it's in a range right now, so I'm just watching. Okay, I'm just watching, waiting for that resistance to be broken before I'll pull the trigger, before I would execute the trade. Okay, so Mr. Joseph said we should look at USD card, or we'll look at USD card in a few minutes. I hope that is clear on GBP USD. That's my take on GBP USD. Okay, let's move to USD card. Let's see USD card. So we'll start with the, let me delete all this lines. Let's start with the daily time frame. Let's see how yesterday candle closed. So as you can see, USD card is bearish. USD card is bearish at the moment. It is bearish at the moment. It's been bearish since the market opened this week. USD card has been bearish, but I wouldn't advise that you buy USD card at the current market price. Price has already moved. You have missed this first opportunity. You have missed it. If you jump in and sell now, it will be due to FOMO, fear of missing out. Impatience is the reason you want to enter sell on USD card. It has moved. You cannot sell at the current market price. If you are considering selling, I would suggest that you wait for price to pull back to a premium level before you buy. I'm going to take it from this swing low to this swing high. Okay, so wait for price to pull back to a discount level. Sorry, premium before you sell. Okay, if I'm going to take any sell trade on USD card, I want to see price pull back to this area. Okay, it should above level 50. This is where I'll be considering selling USD card. Okay, let's go down to 4 hour. Probably above that, above equilibrium, we'll be able to identify a fair value gap. Okay, so let's go down to 4 hour. Let's see what we have on 4 hour. So as you can see on 4 hour, we had a fair value gap at this point. Okay, we have a fair value gap at this point. So this is where I'll be considering selling USD card. Okay, that is where I will be considering selling USD card. If USD card does not pull back to that area, I'm not selling USD card. I wouldn't sell. Okay, I wouldn't sell. So that's my take on USD card. My buyers on USD card for this week still remain bearish. It still remains bearish. Okay, this would have been the best entry for USD card after the formation of this shooting star. After the formation of this shooting star, this would have been the best entry. Okay, because after the formation of this shooting star, what we would have done here is to go down to 1 hour time frame. I'm sure if we go down to 1 hour time frame, we'll be able to identify a bearish reversal pattern. If we are just focused on the 4 hour time frame, We would have waited for the next candle to close, and our entry would be at this level. This would be our entry price, which is still not bad. It's still not bad, okay? But it's very important that you catch the trend at its early phase. That would help reduce your risk on the trade and increase your reward. Okay, very important. So after the formation of this shooting star, what would have done here was to go down to 1 hour. If we're able to identify a bearish reversal pattern on 1 hour time frame, I'm sure we'll be able to identify that on 1 hour. We would go bearish. We don't have to wait for the next 4 hour to close. So let's go down to one hour. Okay, let's go down to 1 hour. So let's see the pattern. So you can see the pattern we had on 1 hour time frame. It's a valid bearish reversal pattern. This is a spinning top. This pattern here is a spinning top, and it's a bearish spinning top. So we would have entered sell after the close of this candle. This would have been the best entry on USD CAD. Okay, so price has already moved, so we need to wait for price to pull back to a premium area before we sell. That's my take on USD CAD. I hope that is clear. I hope that is clear. If you are yet to like the stream, please do. Please do. If you are yet to like the stream, please do. I'm sure you're getting value from this live stream. Please do like the stream. Okay, do like the stream. And if this is your first time participating in the live stream, please do subscribe to the channel so that anytime I come online, you get notified by YouTube. Because sometimes I might forget to drop the link on the various social platform. I might forget. I might get too busy and forget to drop the links. But if you're subscribed to the channel, anytime I come online, you would be notified. Onyinye, you just joined the class. We started with GU. Yeah, I think, okay, we started with gold, and after gold, we moved to GU. We've already analyzed GU, okay, but we'll look at it again. Okay, so we've looked at USD CAD. I said GBP USD is bullish. I'm looking for a buy opportunity on GBP USD. Okay, which other pair do you want me to analyze before we look at GU again? Which other pair do you want me to analyze? Okay, let's look at Euro Aussie. Euro Aussie. We've looked at Australian dollar USD. Okay, we'll look at Australian dollar USD in just a few minutes. Let's see. Okay, my thoughts on Euro Australian dollar. What I see here is a bearish reversal pattern. This is the daily time frame. What I see here is a bearish reversal pattern. I actually sold Euro Aussie and I made some good profits, over 100 and something pips. I think I executed a trade on, was it on Monday? Yeah. Made over 100 and something pips on Euro Aussie. And also I bought Australian dollar USD and I made some good pips on Australian dollar USD. As you know, Euro Aussie and Australian dollar USD are negatively correlated. They are negatively correlated. Most times they move 70% of the time. 70% of the time they move in opposite direction. Okay, so should you sell Euro Aussie from the current market price? Personally, I wouldn't sell from the current market price. I want to see price pull back. Okay, pull back to what level? Let's see what we have on 4 hour. Okay, this is what we have on 4 hour at the moment. Let's see. Okay, let's apply Fibonacci on 4 hour. Let's see what we have on 4 hour. Let's apply Fibonacci. Let's take it from this swing low, okay, to the current swing high. So what happened on Euro Aussie? You can see what played out on Euro Aussie. Okay, price pulled back to a discount area. You can see it pulled back to a discount area, and at this discount area we had a fair value gap. Can you see this fair value gap? Can you see why price had to pull back to this area? You can see this fair value gap. Price pulled back to this fair value gap. You can see the gap got filled, and immediately the gap got filled, what happened? There was a pullback from that level, from that zone. You can see there was a pullback from that area, and as you can see, a fair value gap has been created here on a 4 hour time frame. So this is where I would be considering selling euro Australian dollar. You can see from this point, okay, from this point to this point, you can see that euro Aussie has been in a range. It has been in a range. Okay, it has been in a range. Okay, so I want to patiently wait for price to pull back to this area before I sell. If I see a good buy setup, I could risk buying euro Aussie to this area. Okay, I could risk buying it if I see a good buy setup. But at the moment, there is no buy setup. There is no buy setup. It's not clear yet. Okay, I might want to consider buying maybe above this resistance. Okay, if I want to risk buying, I want to see 15 minutes candle close above that resistance level. That is where I will consider buying. And if I'm buying from that level, my stop loss will be at this low, the low of this candle. That will be how many pips? Man, that risk is high. That's about 170 pip. That risk is high. It's high. It's very high. Okay, so it's either I use this level. So if I'm going to set my stop loss at this level, then I have to reduce my lot size. I have to reduce my lot size to ensure that I don't lose more than I've decided to lose on every trade. Okay, so I have to reduce my lot size. Okay, or I set my stop loss at this level. So let's say the risk I want to take on the dollar amount I want to lose on this trade is, let's say, $50. And normally I don't risk more than 50 pips. The market risk on any trade shouldn't exceed 50 pips. Okay, so normally I would trade with, let's say, 0.1 lot size. Now the risk has increased to about 160. So for me not to lose more than the $50 I've determined to risk on that trade, I would have to reduce my lot size 160 to 0. That should be about 0.04 or 0.03 lot size. If I decide to execute the trade after the resistance is broken, I would have to reduce my lot size. I have to ensure that I don't lose more than that $50 I've determined or decided I would lose on every trade. I hope that is clear. So that's my take on Euro Aussie. My bias on Euro Aussie long term still remains bearish. Still remains bearish. Short term is buy, but long term it is bearish. I hope that is clear. I hope that is clear. So let's look at Australian dollar USD before we look at GU. Okay, let's look at Australian dollar USD. Okay, you can also see on Australian dollar USD. Australian dollar USD has been in a range. This pair has been playing with traders' emotion for the past since yesterday. Yeah, since yesterday. Okay, it's been playing even from this point. From this point, since the 25th of July, Australian dollar USD has been playing with traders' emotion. It's been dealing with traders. Okay, so right now, let's start with the daily. So you can see on the daily, the pattern we have on the daily, it's a bullish reversal pattern, right? This is a valid hammer. And I'm sure this hammer tested. Okay, you can see this hammer came down here to test this support. You can see also, I think it cleared liquidity at this previous low. Okay, it cleared liquidity at this previous low and also tested this support level, and there was a strong rejection and an hammer formed at that level. Now this low here has become an area of liquidity. There are a lot of stop losses residing at this low. Okay, there are a lot of stop losses residing at this low, so they might want to come for this to clear liquidity, okay, at this low. But as you can see right now, also Australian dollar USD is at a resistance level. You can see the reason for the rejection at that level. So at first, this candle tested this resistance and there was a strong rejection. And what pattern formed here? This is a shooting star. This is a shooting star, a bullish shooting star. So if we want to sell, as you know, we're supposed to wait for the next candle to close bullish, right? Sorry, bearish. If we want to sell, going by this pattern, this shooting star that formed here, okay, we have to wait for the next candle to close bearish. And as you can see currently, today's candle has been bullish. It is bullish. So if today's candle closes bearish, then we should consider selling Australian dollar USD tomorrow. If it closes bearish, okay, we should consider selling Australian dollar USD. And if you sell Australian dollar USD, let's see if a fair value gap was created on lower time frame. So price is likely going to come fill that fair value gap before going bullish. Let's see what we have on 4 hour. So you can see on 4 hour, we have a fair value gap here, which is yet to be filled, right? This gap is yet to be filled. So they might want to push price back down here, okay, to fill this gap. Okay, so that should be your first area of interest. If you want to buy, that should be your first area of interest. Let's go down to 1 hour. Let's see. I believe we still have a fair value gap on 1 hour time frame, which will be below this 4 hour fair value gap. Let's see 1 hour. Okay, 1 hour also we have a fair value gap here. Okay, we have a fair value gap. This should be your first point of interest. Let's go to 15 minutes. Let's see what we have after this pattern, engulfing pattern on 1 hour. Let's go to 15 minutes. Let's see what we have on 15 minutes. Do we have a fair value gap? 15 minutes. Okay, so this could be your second area of interest. Excuse me. Okay, this could be your second area of interest or your point of interest. Okay, so these are the areas I would be considering buying Australian dollar USD. Okay, these are the areas. The pattern that forms inside this zone will determine if I will go bullish. If a bullish reversal pattern forms inside this zone, I would buy. Okay, or this zone, I will buy. So if I'm buying from this zone, my stop loss will be few pips below this zone, because there's a possibility for them to come to fill this gap. So my stop loss has to be like 10-15 pips below this fair value gap. And if I'm buying from this level, okay, if I'm buying from this area, my stop loss will be, let's say, around this area. I'm going to set my stop loss around this area, but I would ensure it does not exceed 50 pips. It does not exceed 50 pips. I hope that is clear. So that's my take on Australian dollar USD. Long term, I'm bullish. Short term, bearish. Okay. Long term, I am bullish. Short term, bearish. I hope that is clear. Can you guys hear me? Are you still here? Are you still here? Are you still here? If you can hear me, I want to see your comments. Are you getting value from the stream? Are you getting value? You should be. You should be getting value. Can you guys hear me? Are you still here? So let's look at GU. GU, okay? Let's look at GU. 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 Okay, so this is GU. Like I said, price is in a range at the moment. It's in a range, but let's see what we had on daily yesterday. You can see yesterday candle closed as an inverted hammer, a bearish inverted hammer, or you could call it a doji. Now, a valid doji is not supposed to have a body. This candle has a body. It has a body, right? So we'll just call it an inverted hammer. Inverted hammer. So price pulled back to fill this fair value gap. This gap has been filled. On Australian dollar USD, this gap has been filled. Okay, it has been filled. And because yesterday candle closed as an inverted hammer, we should expect that today candle will close bullish, right? That will be our confirmation candle to buy. We have to wait for today's candle to close before we consider buying, right? So if today's candle closes bullish, we should look for buy tomorrow. Okay, so let's see what we have on 4 hour. So yesterday, a resistance level was created. This was the resistance for yesterday market. Okay, this was the resistance level for yesterday market. So if this resistance is broken, if a candle closes above this resistance, I would be going bullish on GBP USD. I will be going bullish on GBP USD. But as you know, this lows here is an area of liquidity. Is an area of liquidity. So there is a high probability they might come for the lows here before going bullish. Okay, so it's either this resistance is broken for me to buy, or liquidity gets cleared. I need to wait for liquidity to be cleared first. And after liquidity has been cleared, I'll wait for a bullish reversal pattern to form on a 4-hour time frame before I would buy. Okay, so those are the things I'm looking out for. It's either this resistance is broken for me to buy, or liquidity gets cleared first. Okay, and after liquidity has been cleared, I would wait for a bullish reversal pattern to form, a valid bullish reversal pattern to form on 4-hour before I would buy. I hope that is clear on here. Any question? Any question? Any question? Is there any other pair you want us to analyze? Is there any other pair you want us to look at? Please let me know in the comment section. Let me know in the comment section. Let me know in the comment section. Okay, if you don't have an account with Cabana Capitals, and you'd like to have access to a free $10 trading bonus, I want you to send me a message on WhatsApp. Okay, if you want to have access to Cabana Capital's $10 free trading bonus, that is, you don't have an account with Cabana Capitals at the moment, okay, open an account and send me your account ID on WhatsApp, okay, to have access to a free $10 trading bonus. Okay, for new traders, you don't have an account with Cabana Capitals at the moment, open an account and send me a message on WhatsApp. I'll need your profile ID number. I'll need your profile ID number. Okay, so I think that will be all for today's session. If you're in Lagos, you can visit our office at Mosheshola House, Allen Avenue, Ikeja, 103 Mosheshola House, Allen Avenue, Ikeja. I'm always available on Monday, Wednesdays, and on Thursdays and on Fridays. Yeah, so you can just walk in. But before you come, please let me know. Let me know so that I would let me know if you're coming, so that I'll keep you informed, because I don't want a situation you come to the office and I'm not available. Let me know. Don't just walk in. Let me know if you're coming for training. If you're coming for training, let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Please let me know. Let me know. Send me a message on WhatsApp at least 24 hours before coming. Before coming, let me know. Very important. Any question? 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 So if you want to know more about the trading bonus, please let's chat on WhatsApp. Let's chat on WhatsApp. So I appreciate you all for your participation. I'm sure you always getting value from this live stream, and that is why you keep coming back. I really appreciate you guys. And please do share the link with your loved ones, your friends, anyone who's interested in learning how to trade Forex. Let them come in. Let them come in. Very soon I'm going to start a live stream, and in the live streams I will be teaching strategies maybe once or twice in a week. I will come on live and teach strategies, resistance, support, candlestick. I'll start from the basics. Okay, from the basics. So let them join the channel. Let's grow the community together. I appreciate you all. So that will be all for today. Let's go have a great time. I wish you all a fun-filled day. Bye for now.